Hi guys! Today I want to share another recipe with my favorite all-time, all-season fruit, with banana. And why I have so many banana recipes or baking recipes that include bananas is because I tend to buy a lot of bananas all the time because we eat them a lot, but sometimes it happens we don't eat them while they're looking like this beautiful and they get brown, and I don't really enjoy eating the brown bananas. So I come up with different kind of recipes for which I can then use those brown bananas to make something delicious. And today's recipe is really simple. It's made with banana, it's low sugar if you want to keep it low sugar, and it's super delicious. So let's get started and make my banana walnut muffins. Before we start preparing the batter, we want to prep the walnuts. So just add them all into a cutting board and roughly chop them. So you don't want them to be fine, you just want to have like smaller pieces. And then you can just leave them aside for later. Then you also want to prep the banana. So the darker the banana, the better, because it has more taste the darker brown it gets. So I'm just gonna peel it first. And then you want to grab a fork and just mash the banana. And then once you have a nice and well, not too smooth, it doesn't have to be absolutely smooth. It's okay if there are some little bits, but when it's looking like that, you can add the mashed banana into your kefir or buttermilk. So I'm using kefir, but you can also use buttermilk instead, like I said. And now I'm just going to add about 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste. You can also use vanilla extract, and my banana puree. And then you just want to give it a short mix. Just shortly, so that you got everything combined, and then you can leave it aside. Then I have my softened butter here, and I'm just gonna add the sugar to it. And then you want to beat the sugar with the butter for a couple of minutes, just until pale and soft. And then once the butter and sugar mix is nice and pale, you can add the eggs one at a time, and you want to whisk for about 30 seconds in between each addition. Once you've added both of the eggs, you want to combine your dry ingredients. So I have the flour here, and I'm gonna add the baking powder and the baking soda. Then I'm just gonna give it all a short mix. And start adding it to my eggs and butter in additions, and also along with the wet ingredients. So first I'm gonna add in about 1/3 of my dry ingredients, and I'm gonna sieve them in. Then you want to shortly whisk on low. Really shortly, just until it kind of starts to combine. Then you want to add about half of your wet ingredients. again mix shortly. Continue adding your dry ingredients and continue until you've used up both the wet and the dry ingredients. And then once it's all well combined, you want to just have a look with your spatula, just fold in through the bottom to make sure there are no dry spots and that everything is well mixed in. And then you want to go in with the walnuts. I would leave a little bit aside to decorate on top, but you can add almost all of them. So I'm just gonna leave a little, about so, to decorate the top of my muffins. And then the rest I'm just gonna fold in with the batter. And then your batter is ready. You want to line your muffin tray with some paper muffin liners and portion your batter into the muffin liners. And then we are going to add a little bit of the walnuts on top. And then the muffins are ready to go into the oven, and as always you can find the baking instructions along with the recipe down below in the description box. So this is a really quick and easy to make recipe, and I think it's a great recipe during the week. So during the week recipe, on the week recipe, if you make this, then you can enjoy these little muffins as a sweet breakfast treat to start your day with a smile on your face. Also, as I mentioned before, you can make this really low sugar because the recipe includes a banana, and the banana also adds in some sweetness. So in the recipe I'm giving you an option to either keep it low sugar, or if you like it a little bit sweeter, then you can add some more sugar. Also, there is another thing that you can adjust in this recipe, and that is the walnuts. So if you don't like walnuts or you are allergic, you can leave them out. You can substitute them, for example, with some raisins, some chocolate chips, or you can just make them plain. They will also taste delicious just plain. If you thought this recipe is a great idea to use up those brown bananas, then don't forget the thumbs up for support. And also, if you're new to my channel, then you can subscribe now, and if you tap the bell, then you won't miss any of the new recipes. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye until next time.